Welcome to the Challenge Chronicles. I'm Devin Jordan. I'm with Trace Armstrong and Rob McIntyre. We're here to do our draft of the Challenge All Stars. People seem to like this, so we thought we'd do it for this season too. Rob won the first season for Total Madness. This season, do we have an update on who's winning for Double Agents?
Oh no, I should have checked. It's gonna be close though.
And Rob, are you guys going to do your fantasy league that you normally do
Yeah, it's up there now.
for All Stars?
Yeah, I'll throw a link to that in the show notes since we'd have this out soon. So I did a show with Pat on that the other day, and same rules as usual. Just click the link, join in. Literally takes 4 seconds. Just pick a team, and that's your team for the whole season.
So you did a draft with Pat?
We didn't do a draft. We just did a preview. It was a long show.
Okay.
It's funny. We actually did the initial preview we did. We lost the audio for, so then we had to re-record.
Man, technical difficulties. Imagine that.
Lost me where I go. And think about it, he's running a really professional operation, and we're still having issues. So,
does he have someone that he has edit the stuff for him?
Typically.
Very cool.
So we're recording this Sunday night. This is pretty much going to go out ASAP.
Sunday night.
It's Monday morning now. It is after midnight.
This is coming on 2:00 for me.
We just recorded the first part of Duel 2 for one of the Chronicles episodes, which we haven't released in a while. So we've been putting in some hours. All right, so let's just kick this thing off.
All right, I'm running the generator right now.
All right, for who's going to go first?
Yeah. So we have Trace, then Devin, then me.
Okay. All right. I will reveal my strategy at the end. Maybe you'll figure it out before then, but it is not a normal strategy. Trace has been really hyping up
this strategy. Do you think this is like Mike Ditka trading all of his first-round pick or all of his picks for Ricky Williams?
This is Mike Ditka trading everything away to get Ricky Williams type picks. Yes.
All right, let's see how this works out.
Number 1, I want Beth.
Wow.
I don't think that's a terrible pick.
I think that's a chalky number 1 pick, but I get what he's doing.
Yeah, she's gonna get in people's faces. She's gonna
be in confessionals. She always is, and she will go out quitting, which will probably get me a bunch of points.
She also does better in these formats where she's kind of on her own, and
definitely
other women have to go in against her in elimination. There's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the eliminations look like for this. I actually think she has a decent amount of friends on this cast. Like her and Nehemiah are friends. Her and Cyrus are buds. I think she'll actually be okay.
She and Mark are buds. I mean, it's going to be. I think she's in a good spot politically.
Yeah, like there's no Keena around, unfortunately. Like I think she'll be okay.
Still sad about that.
Keena. Oh, so disappointing.
What's her?
But yeah, no, number 1 pick. She's going to get lots of confessionals. She's going to cause conflict. And if she goes home, it's going to be in a blaze of glory. So I'm going to take all those points.
What's her relationship like with Anissa? Not great,
I
right?
think antagonistic, for if Gauntlet 2 is any indication.
Not good.
All right, I'm going to go chalk, Rob, and just go with Mark Long.
Mark Long, second off the board. All right. I had to make him $80 more expensive than anybody else in the fantasy game.
I mean, he's by far the odds-on favorite. Like, just no question.
I don't know if to win, but like he's the chalk pick.
He's going to be the narrator for the season.
Okay. I will take Kellyanne with my first pick.
That's a good pick.
And then I'll take Ruthie with my second pick.
Interesting.
I think that they're clear, far and away have the highest upside for the woman.
Yeah. There really isn't anyone close for the women after that. Just looking at the board.
Like somebody like Anissa, like everything, she's gonna have stuff that she's gonna be good at, but in terms of like a long-term upside play, I don't see that. Like Kendall maybe is next closest. Like that's or Jemmie. Jemmie's actually apparently gotten in good shape. She actually really wasn't that bad on Vendettas if you go back and watch it.
I was gonna say Trishelle.
We just haven't seen her in a while. Maybe she'll be okay. We'll see. You're gonna pick Trishelle?
Am I gonna pick Trishelle? I was thinking about it. I'm gonna take Darrell for sure.
Darrell for sure. All right, Darrell.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Darrell.
All right, back to me.
Yep.
Give me Trishelle, Katie Doyle.
Man, Katie Doyle. Wow. Probably should have made her more expensive in the fantasy game.
Who? Katie Doyle?
Katie. Yeah.
Do you think people are taking her a lot?
I haven't looked at it yet. I could see that.
Name a season where she's not been in a fight or part of the narration at some point.
She also like finds a way to kind of hang around. Like she doesn't usually get eliminated early that much.
What is happening with her in Duel 2? I don't even remember.
I guess we're gonna find out.
She plays more of a role in the next couple episodes, and then she's gone.
Really?
So, Duel 2 is her quietest season, that's for sure. But the one episode they feature her, I was entertained by her as usual. So,
all right, I think there's a clear next 3 picks here. So I'll get 2 of them. It looks like.
So I'm trying to think about what you think. It's tough because like Kendall, like we have no idea. Like
we have no idea for so many of these people. We don't know. Most of these people don't have like a challenge track record at all.
But the thing is, like a lot of these people weren't good when they were initially on the show. Right?
Yeah,
like, that's exactly why it's going to be
have no track record or a bad one.
What do you do?
I'm just not. Fuck. Like honestly, like Anissa might be the pick here. You know what I mean?
Anissa. No, but that's. I don't think that's a bad play. Like
I don't think it's a bad pick. She's
like think about it. She was able to hang around in double agents. You don't think she can hang around with these jamokes?
Seriously.
Is it? I feel like Anissa's just a write-in marker for Trace's team usually, though, right? I mean, Trace is always the one to hang up with Anissa.
Yeah, I do, because she sticks around. Like, she hangs around, and she's going to get confessionals the longer she hangs around.
And she also seems to, like, find a way into a mission win. Not that uncommon.
And maybe even an elimination, because she goes in early and beats some scrubs.
Like, if you put her in an elimination against anybody on this cast, she's favored against almost anybody.
Except maybe Beth. But yeah, probably even Beth, she's favored.
Probably Beth. Yeah.
That's the closest.
Because like Kellyanne and Ruthie, I mean, if it's just something more agility based, then she beats them. But if it's something physical, I think she's a favorite against almost anybody.
Like I'm at the point where I'm gonna.
This is a hard pick for you, Devin. Like you're really struggling with this pick.
Like I'm ready to. I'm like looking at Jemmy's Instagram right now to see like
you're doing scouting on Jimmy's Instagram.
Like what kind of shape are we dealing with right now?
Devin's like Dave Gettleman in the middle of the draft, like looking up these guys' YouTube highlights for who he's supposed to pick.
Latarian, very small window there.
She does look like she's in a little bit better shape. What does she do?
I mean, I remember from the trailer she was in better shape. Absolutely.
She looks a lot different than what she used to look like. What was the last season she was on?
Vendettas.
Vendettas.
It's been a minute for Jemmy.
It's been a while. She's got blonde hair now too.
And she really wasn't that bad on Vendettas. Like she look, she wasn't good, but she wasn't like an abject disaster.
That whole season is not good, so
no, it's not. But she's not like an abject disaster.
I'm probably going to go with her just because she's going to get like an obscene amount of confessionals.
That's true.
It's a good pick. It's a solid
Jemmy
pick.
for Devin. And see, he didn't pick any of the 3 people I was thinking. I didn't have Jemmy in the next 3. So
I feel like I know who's coming now, though.
I'm taking Derek.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about Derek.
Just with the podcast, so I think he just has so many connections. Like I think, and just with Derek, he's gonna find a way to like do something. I think
he'll be there at the end. Like he'll be there at the end.
Yeah.
I feel like the next one's also a chalk for you.
See, I had 2 that I was thinking about. I think Anissa does have a lot of things going in her favor here, though. I'll go Nehemiah with the 4th round pick.
Wow. Not who I expected, but okay.
I'm probably going to go Anissa.
Darn it.
Anissa, fourth round.
This is my next one.
So that was who you thought I was going to take?
No, I thought you were going to take Alton.
Okay. Are you going to take Alton?
No. Because I think he's overrated. I don't want to spend anything until the bottom.
Okay, yeah, but look at the rest of these schlubs. He's already beaten Letarian once.
Fair.
Alton goes in against Ace. What are the odds for that?
Let's see here. I am going to take Tech because he's a loud personality.
He also
this show is going to be built on nostalgia, and the more personality you have, the more screen time you're going to get. Because sorry, Letarian had zero charisma the first time, and I don't think time's been any better to him. And he's only been on the one challenge. And my next one, and I hate to say this, is Big Easy, because there's always some conflict with him, and he is going to be on there talking about how he's the new Big Easy and all that stuff, and he's going to somehow be involved with a weird elimination. He might even win a couple because he's so big. You got to go with the people that are going to get you points. Big Easy.
Okay. Is Challenge Chronicles favorite Arissa going to come off the board here, Devin?
No.
That's disappointing.
I was just thinking about how we heard that story about someone that we know trying to get Big Easy to come on their podcast. And I was just thinking about how, like, at this point, like, I don't even know if I would want... There would only be, like, one person that I would actually want to come on the podcast. Short of that, like, I just don't really care. Like, if
there's people who I would have questions. There's definitely a lot of people who I would have questions that I would be curious what they would answer. Mm-hmm. But I think that's almost a different thing.
Yeah, I feel like there's 3 people I'd love to have on the show, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. Chadwick.
Chadwick's the only one that I really care if he ever came on.
What about Steven?
Steven was my second one. Chadwick, Steven, and Mark Long, just because the stories that dude has is infinite. Like, it'd just be entertaining.
Yeah. Who's up? Rob, I'm up.
Yeah, you're up.
I'll take Alton.
Alton off the board. Yeah, I think yes, you have to take him here. He's just so much more upside.
I fucked up. I should have taken Derek instead of Jimmy.
I will take Kendall. I think she just has I almost think I have the 3 highest win potential women on my team, honestly.
You probably do.
I mean,
but because it's only one winner, I'm assuming it's going to be a man. I'm sorry. Like, I hate to be that guy, but if it's one winner,
I could definitely see a woman. I mean, Cara won Vendettas. I could definitely see a woman winning.
That's kind of why I didn't want to pick Derek, because I thought I had already had the 2 highest men. And so
I really don't see Derek winning, just because I think with the only one person winning, they're gonna have him doing stuff he's not good at.
Yeah,
like it's not gonna be a straight physical thing.
Like, he's gonna have to do a puzzle by himself,
unless it's some type of pairs final. I feel like the final for this is gonna be very abridged.
I think it's a complete open question, Trace. I think they could be doing absolutely anything.
It could be anything, but the fact that it's only one winner just has me thinking, okay, it's got to be individual. Maybe it's not. I don't know, but I'm just going off knowing they've advertised
I wouldn't
one
make
winner.
Any honestly, I would think Derek is one of the few people I would give very little chance of winning, just because I think they're going to be doing stuff in that final that's they're going to have it equalized to some degree.
How many episodes is this thing?
9 or 10, I think.
It's 9.
9
they're probably going to run
45-minute episodes.
They're probably going to run to some degree in the final, but I think they're going to run, and then they're also going to it's going to be very puzzle heavy. Not good for Derek.
Running in puzzles is a good assumption.
I think I give Kellyanne or Ruthie a very strong chance to win.
Yeah, I agree. Especially Kellyanne.
Yeah, this is where it gets a little tougher. I've got 2 that I'm really picking between here.
I feel like, who do you think? I feel like the 2 highest two people that you would have to handicap the most in just like your open draft are probably Mark Long and Kellyanne, right?
No, I had Derek and Darrell as tied for the second highest price, and I had Kellyanne right behind them.
Interesting.
Well,
I think that's fairly
what
ranked.
I'm doing with the ownership more than anything is just trying to curb ownership for the pricing. And Derek and Darrell are just more popular cast members than Kellyanne is.
If people were more objective about it, don't you think it would be Kellyanne though?
Yeah, I would have her as the first pick. I would have taken her number one. I would have taken her ahead of Mark Long.
Who's up?
I think it's me.
You are. No, Rob still got to get his second.
Yeah, I'm
pick.
picking. Oh,
Who'd you take with your last one? Kendall?
Kendall, yeah. I'll take Cyrus.
Dang it. That was mine.
The thing with Kellyanne, though, is like, who did she have relationships with on this?
Nehemiah, she has a strong relationship with. Through that, I think her relationship with Cyrus.
How does she have
that'll get her Beth, probably.
What?
How does she have a relationship with Cyrus?
Well, Cyrus and Nehemiah are close, so I assumed that she could sort of clue into a group there. I mean, that could be wrong, though. I mean, he's been on Derek's show. I don't know. Derek's been everybody's been on Derek's show, so I don't know how strong that.
Yeah,
works.
it's kind of hard to gauge off of that because, like you said,
yeah,
Derek
there's no other
has had
Austin people on. I mean, it's one of those things we'll have to see where she stands. Her and Anissa have at least been on a decent amount of shows together.
Cyrus is probably who I would have gone with too. I think he would have been my next pick.
He was definitely my next pick.
And then I am going to go with Ace.
Ace for Mr. Devin. Trace, you are up.
I don't have a strong inclination about anybody left, so I will take.
You should take the alternates as a pair. I mean, look, if Cook and Kahada show up,
man, if Cook shows up, man, that would be throw a monkey wrench in this whole thing. I will take Yes. And I'm just trying to think of who had visibility in the trailer right now. Arissa was invisible in the trailer. Janae was shown on the Big Block of Ice challenge.
Do you think Arissa will have PTSD once she sees the car theme challenge that was very clearly in the trailer?
Maybe so. I don't care. Hisela, why not? Mark Long has said in podcast that she will be a fan favorite after this season. I don't believe that, but we'll see.
Who do you say would not be a fan favorite?
No one. He just didn't answer the question.
That's too bad. That would have been the pick here.
I feel like Beth is going to walk away with either people really loving her or really hating her. There's no in between.
We'll see what happens. I just don't see. I see Katie almost being more the heel than Beth is this time around.
I think Trishelle is by far the biggest heel on the show.
Trishelle might be a heel too.
Trishelle is such a heel.
Alton, I can see kind of being a villain too.
What about Easy?
I feel like he's going to be way too chill on the show.
Easy, maybe a little bit. Do you think Derek and Mark Long work together, or are they sort of the two sort of opposing heads?
I think they work together.
Gosh,
for sure.
Who knows, man?
They just want the easiest.
Probably that's just not Derek's game. Derek's game is not to be the head honcho.
Derek and Darrell will be more connected than either of them to Mark Long.
I think that all three of them are going to work together. They just want the easiest path forward. You know what I mean? That's easiest.
That's
path.
True. That's their.
That's probably what's going to happen, right? It's going to be the three of them, and then it's going to be Ruthie and Kellyanne, and the five of them. If the five of us go to the final, we're guaranteed to win. We're splitting the money. That's what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
All right, you know what? All right, hold on. Who were those five? Who were those five right there?
Kellyanne, Ruthie, Mark Long, Derek, Darrell.
If you get, I'll do $10 that one of those five doesn't win.
So on the field?
The field versus those five, I will take the field.
Who are you looking at there?
It's a great question, isn't it?
There's two people I'm looking at. You just said you think a guy is going to win, and it's not going to be one of those three. So you don't like Alton. Who's going to win then?
Nehemiah.
Rob, let's both do it. Let's both do five.
Yeah, I guess that works out for me because if Nehemiah is the one that ends up winning, like he's seemingly on the track for, then I win
Because it's
anyway.
$10 a piece for this pot. So I'm just doing a side bet here saying I'll take the field versus
Yeah,
those 5.
I'll do that. I'll actually go in with Devin on a bet for
All
once. We'll see
right.
how that works
That's
out.
an official bet. I'm taking the field. If anyone besides those 5 wins, I get $10.
Yeah, but who are
However
you?
y'all
Like,
split
you're
it.
just like outside of Nehemiah. Then, like, who else are you making money off on that?
As much as I don't like Alton, this is the type of season he could win.
Yeah, you should have picked him then, dude. You let him go in the 5th round.
Well, he's so bad at confessionals. Like, he's awful.
No, but if he's gonna win, he'll.
But here's the thing: even if he wins, there are other people that are going to get more screen time than him.
This is a real controversial stance here, Trace.
I don't know that it's that controversial. I'm making the assumption that they're going to lean into, even though this is like a regular challenge, and we have seen from the trailer that it is regular challenge with a little old school mixed in. I really think they're going to lean heavily on the personalities, and the bigger your personality, the more screen time you're going to get. So that is where my strategy is coming from: is who has the fiery
well, I think more so from the
personalities.
winning standpoint. I think you're in a really controversial position to say none of the 5 of those guys won, and it's going to be a dude.
Well, if it's not Kellyanne, I'm sorry. When I look at this female list, it's really hard for me to pick any of those
I just
other
think
females.
if you're going to say a guy's going to win, then you would be assuming like Darrell's going to win. Like then it would be one of those guys first, because like at that point, then it's
I'm
just
not
be the
saying
best
you're
athlete.
wrong. That's why I say it's an interesting bet, because
I feel like I need to stop talking
money,
about this bet because I'm going to get him to back off of it.
The strong money is that Mark Long, Darrell, or Derek win. Like, no question.
I think Kellyanne has good chances of anybody.
And Kellyanne is right up there. And even Ruthie, if she's still in good shape, is right there as well.
I think Kellyanne is up there with anybody. Like it's just hard to see Mark Long winning, right? He can't win. He like made the show.
Well, he stopped at a certain point. Like, he didn't know any of the
I know,
people
but that's so ridiculous if he wins. He also he's just gonna find a way to get money out of it anyway.
All right, I'm gonna go with
winning would just be so.
That's why I like
weird,
the bet. Is I think the field is an interesting bet because it allows for a wild card winner against the favorites. So that's why I made the bet.
Just in my head, I could see Kendall winning more than Mark Long, considering the format.
I'm gonna go with Janae.
Dang it!
Okay.
I really wanted Janae. Actually, I thought I would take
just from the trailer. That's a good pick. She had some screen time in the trailer.
I really thought I should have taken her over Cyrus. I really thought about that. I mean, I'll just take Arissa and Latarian here, just because, like, Latarian and the 7th.
Trace,
and then the alternate female and male are left. Do you want the male or the female?
I'll take the female.
All right, man, Rob, you really got good here because everybody you picked is guaranteed to be on the show, whereas Devin and I get the probably nots.
I mean, if he gets cooked to sneak on, that's a first round pick. He's getting in the 8th.
I mean, that's the thing. If you had to pick between the alternate male and female, like, again, I know y'all say I have this thing for Ryan. I don't, but all right. I look at the alternate males. I look at the alternate males. There is no chance that either of them would have. Kahutta, I love Kahutta. I'm a big Kahutta fan. It's hard for me to see him winning in a non-team.
I just think we can't say who we can see winning when we have zero clue about what this format's going to be. We have no clue what they're going to do.
We don't. That's why I'm
what
like,
if it's a jury vote? Is that out of the question?
You guys picked is a great bet for me because this could be some wonky ass format that like leans towards the bottom half.
A jury vote out of the question for the final.
I feel.
Oh my god! If they went that route, I would.
I mean, Mark Long was saying he wanted it to be a Big Brother style format.
I know he did, but he's not.
I don't think any of that is out of the question.
Oh! If it's a Big Brother type finale, I will lose my mind. They can't do that. It would ruin the show. It would literally ruin the show.
From what we've seen, it does look like it would be. It's going to be more physical than it was initially framed at, right?
Yes.
I would certainly be surprised if it was that unconventional of a final. But I think just like a very puzzle-based jog is not at all out of the question here.
I think that's the final. I think you're right. It's running in a puzzle.
And if it's super, have we seen Mark Long do any puzzles?
Mark Long, his
who knows? Puzzle. The last time Mark Long won the challenge, it was Battle of the Sexes 1. Just keep that in mind.
He's only won once.
That's it. Well, he won technically. He won the very first Real World versus Road Rules challenge, which I don't count, but it technically counts. I mean, Road Rules All-Stars, the whole team won, so you could technically say all of them.
If he shows up on a Total Madness, how many championships do they give him? Does that count?
They give him 2.
But does that point, is Eric Nies just hanging around on Road Rules All-Stars count?
Yeah, apparently it does, because they consider it the first season of the challenge, so I guess it has to count.
They're not competing against anybody. That should not be the first season, by the way.
Actually, they competed against Road Rules Northern Trail, but it aired on Road Rules and not on All-Stars, so to me, that's even crazy.
That counts. Absolutely ludicrous that counts. It is.
And by the way,
they aren't competing against anybody.
And by the way, the Road Rules All-Stars lost to Road Rules Northern Trail in that whole competition thing.
Unsurprising. I don't know. We got it locked up now.
Yep. So there we go.
I honestly, if I had to pick someone to win, I would pick Kellyanne, and I think Ruthie would be my second pick. I think I would give them the 2 best chances to win.
Ironically enough, looking at the list, why is Letarian on there twice? First of all, Rob, can you fix that?
How is he on twice?
He's on.
You have him in 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Arissa's supposed to be 8th.
Arissa is supposed to be the other one. Okay. Looking at the teams, I think Devin has the most balanced team.
Well, what does that mean?
He's got Mark Long and Darrell, which is pretty good. Jimmy's pretty good from a confessional standpoint. Same with Anissa. Alton has the outside shot to win at this. Ace, personality, but let's be real. He's never won one of these things. He's probably not going to win this one. So John A's not a bad pick based on the trailer. So, and if Cook comes in, that 8th round pick is fucking dynamite.
Now that I've thought about this for more than 30 seconds, Ace is actually a pretty good pick where I got him.
Yes.
You know he's going to be in that top alliance. You know he's going to be the fringe member of that alliance.
I don't even know if it's that as much as I think he'd get screen time. We'll see.
He'll get screen time. You know what's going to be really fucking hilarious, though, Devin? Let's say the alternate female comes in. They've got Cook there, and instead you get Casey.
Cooper, yeah.
Would that just be the biggest kick in the nuts?
Even better, Sophia Pasquale or whoever is the third.
She was from Road Rules The Quest.
Dude, leaving Casey on the bench and Cook for is just breaks my heart.
If Casey, I mean, Cook only did the one season, and she was very good in her one season.
Cook is incredible. Cook has like one of the best one season performances. I think that has to be the best one season performance.
Her and Brittany are neck and neck for best one season performances.
They both end up in second, and I don't know, man. Cook is.
I think Brittany politically was in a better spot than Cook was.
100%.
That's why I think it's neck and neck. I think Cook has the more impressive physical performance. Brittany's political performance might be more impressive because of what she pulled off.
Cook is definitely a better character, I would say, on her season than.
Yes, that is also true, for sure.
I feel pretty good about where I am. I'm not going to lie with my team.
I just took an all nonsense team. Let's just be real. That's what it is. It's an all It's like Survivor nonsense, which we need to do that as a bonus show on Patreon. Is draft your Survivor nonsense team.
I think we just have to do it for the challenge. I don't know how much views we're getting on Survivor nonsense.
I like your first 3 picks, Rob. For whatever reason, I don't have a lot of faith in Nehemiah.
I think he'll be good. Who would you have picked instead?
He's in good shape. He's legit in very good shape.
Yeah, I thought the more I kind of talked myself into it. He's almost there. That would have been a good play just because she knows she's going to be around. The reason why they have her there is to narrate what's going on, and she's also friends with Mark Long, so she's a good pick there too.
I mean, if you guys had not taken Nehemiah and Anissa, those were my next 2 picks. That's where I was headed.
All right, so let's run down the teams for everyone real quick. So Trace picked Beth, Trishelle, Katie Doyle, Tech, Big Easy, Yes, Hasela, and the alternate male. I got Mark Long, Darrell, Jemmy, Anissa, Alton, Ace, Janae, and the alternate female. Rob got Kellyanne, Ruthie, Derek, Nehemiah, Kendall, Cyrus, Letarian, and Arissa. I think Arissa at that point is a pretty solid value.
Where should she have gone then?
I would have
6th round, maybe.
I think she's.
I think I would have rather had her than Hasela.
I suppose, but I think that's flipping a coin. I think
It
she's
is.
like
Like, I'm just betting on Mark Long's
So,
hype of her being something.
I would rather have her than Hisela, yes, and probably Tech.
I feel like if this draft board would make a lot more sense if it was Devin and I for like just picking back and forth for the first 7 picks, and then we picked all of Trace's team, basically.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Seriously.
I got nothing to complain about with that. I mean, I picked, sadly, of these 8, I'm very happy with 4 of them.
Which one?
Beth, Trishelle, and Katie, and Big Easy, because I got Big Easy later than I thought.
Dude, like, I feel like
None of these people are going to win on my team, though.
Well, we should
Like, none of these people are going to win the show on my team, and I'm okay with that. I'm
we
going
just
for
have
confessional
zero
counts.
clue what they just want to set it up for Big Easy.
what I was gonna say is,
Oh, why would they do that, though?
Why would they?
Like, do you just want to kill the
I'm
show?
just saying, I just don't think anything's off the table with this.
Oh.
I think, dude, I don't know. Mark Long is looking pretty good here. Because,
I just can't see him winning. He can't win, right? That's just too much. He can't win.
Oh, it would be great if he did. I don't know.
He can't win. He designed the freaking show.
Let's do winner picks for this. Let's do winner picks.
I think Kellyanne wins. That's my pick. I feel Kellyanne won, Ruthie too. I feel confident with those two.
Grace? So, Rob, so you think...
All right, I'm trying to think through my final here. If I think it's run, puzzle, I am going to go... Oh, God, he sucks at puzzles. I can't do Darrell.
Well,
Mark Long's not going to win the show. There's no way. He'll be there at the end, but he's not going to win. Man, Kellyanne is looking really good on this list right now as the winner. Because who's going to beat her in an elimination? All right, I'm going to say Kellyanne. Why not?
Okay. I think that's a good pick.
I just can't see Darrell putting together run puzzle on his own. Like, there's
Really?
just...
It could be...
If he had a partner, he'd be the lock. But he doesn't have a partner. He's going to have to do it probably on his own. I just don't have any faith in him to do it by himself.
It could be some type of situation where they have pairs throughout the final. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like Rob said, we don't know anything, so you just have to go off your gut. And I have more faith in Kellyanne than some of these people.
So, Trace, when does this debut?
The podcast?
No, the Challenge All-Stars.
April 1st, this Thursday.
What time?
It drops at like 3 a.m. So if you want to be all in 3 a.m. Eastern time, because that will encompass it being midnight on the West Coast and be officially Thursday, it'll probably drop.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I think we're good.
We got to wrap this up. My AirPods just died. We're hanging on fumes here.
It's 1:30 and it's 2:30 for Rob. It's bedtime.
All right. Thank you for listening, everyone, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.